Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to install Origin on your Steam Deck and therefore install games from Origin so you can play them on Steam Deck, because otherwise you're just stuck with your Steam library. But you can actually install Origin and it's not too difficult to do. I would say it's probably, in terms of difficulty, medium difficulty. Once you guys set up once, you're all good to go. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go to desktop mode. So I'm going to click the Steam icon and go to power and click switch to desktop. Okay, in this mode, you need to go ahead and download Origin, and it's the Origin Fin Setup.exe. If you try and go to the Origin website, because it detects that you're, not on a system where you can actually download it, it doesn't, provide you the download link. So what I recommend is that you go to this website. I'll provide a link to this in the description so you can access it, but it's download3k.com/install-origin.html. Once you are there, click one of the download links. So let's say if I click the EU one, see if I can actually get hold of it. There we go, and it'll start downloading. You just click save. And obviously if you're using Chrome, feel free to use that. Any browser's fine. If we go over here, and there we go, it's completed. It says 1 in brackets because I've already got it downloaded twice. So what we are going to do now, we're going to open up Steam. So you'll see a Steam icon right here. So if you click that, you want to open it up in desktop mode. Just if you get something called library, just click library, otherwise just click Steam. Actually, you know what, I will use the right trackpad. It's a lot easier if you click in to go on it. Click library and launch it up. Go to add game in the bottom left, go to add a non-Steam game and click browse. And now from here, what you want to do is go to home deck, go to download, just double click that, and go to file type, select all, select your Origin Fin setup, click open, and click add selected programs. And now what we can do is, if we scroll down, we just want to go, and you can actually switch back to the regular mode for this, but I'll stick with here. So if you scroll down to O, so Origin, it is a lot better if you have keyboard and mouse connected. It makes things a lot easier, but it is not impossible to do it without, because I did do this setup before without it. And where are we? We're almost at O now. And here we go. It'll be the one without an icon. Origin Fin setup. Before we run it, you wanna, if you just wanna right click it, and you do that with the left trackpad. If you just click in on it, and now if you go to properties, and now what you want to do is go to compatibility. Select force the use of a specific Steam Play compatibility tool. Try Proton Experimental. I find when I do it with Proton Experimental, it does not work, and I have to select the latest Proton, so 7.0-2 for me. For the new version, select that one. And yeah, that is it. And now once you've done that, you can click off that, and now you can literally just launch this up. So if I select that, click play, okay, so once this appears, I'm not going to do it because I've already got Origin installed. But what you do is just use your, you'll have to use your finger for this, or potentially a mouse, for example. Just click install Origin, just go through the general process. You can leave pretty much everything else as default, and once you've done that, the installation has successfully completed, it'll take you to the login page. Login if it emails you a code for you to put that in, do that, log in. Once you've successfully logged in, just quit out of Origin. So again, I cancelled the installation because I've already got it installed. But now what I'm going to do is show you how to add Origin to Steam, because we've got the Origin Fin set up, but we don't need that in Steam anymore. Assuming that you've just installed it, what we need now is the actual Origin, and we can go over to here, right click, go to Properties, and what you want to do is so if you go to Browse, and now what you want to do is go over to Home Deck. You want to go to .local. You want to head over to Share, Steam. So allow me to scroll down a bit. Then Steam Apps. Then Compact Data. I have to scroll down, so scroll up. Compact Data. And okay, yeah, so this is where it gets very interesting, because depending on when you if you've just installed it, it'll be probably the last one, and you just go to date modified, and you'll have like a long number at the end. Your number will be different. So I know to obviously go in it, but I know that it is this one right here, 395-122-9974. And if I go to in here, well, obviously you got to try and find it. Be one of the long number ones. If you've just installed it, you'll probably be the latest one there is. Go to the PFX, Drive C, go to Program Files, x86, go to Origin, and what there'll be is a origin.exe. So if we select that, and oh yeah, also a little other thing that you got to make sure is that code that was that number, I think mine was 395-122-97. I've actually got mine noted down here. Mine was 395-122-9974. Make sure you take note of that, because you will need that momentarily. So make sure you got note of that. Select origin.exe, and you want to press open. Okay, so what we're going to do is rename the Origin Fin setup, because otherwise it's not quite representative of what we're dealing with. To open up the keyboard, you just press Steam button and then X on the D-pad. There we go. I'm literally just going to name it Origin. Okay, so now that we've renamed that, what we're going to do is just click X. And obviously make sure compatibility is still set to Force and the latest version. You can try experimental, but I didn't have much luck with that. And okay, so at this point you've got Origin installed. You can launch up Origin now. So if we launch up Origin, okay, so so if this comes up and it asks you to log in, so just log in. I'm just going to take this away and log in. and make sure you select keep me signed in as well. So I'm just signing in. And again, if it asks you to, put in a code of that you've been emailed, just go ahead and grab that from your email. I've already done it. It didn't ask it because I'd already done it before. So, it's a verified device. And, if you get something like this, important update, just click save. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so at this point, you're all good to go. And you can actually install games. So to do that, you just go to like my library. And I've already got a game installed, so it makes things easier for me to show you. But if you go to, I have Jedi. I did already have this installed. It should already still be installed. We'll have a look momentarily. You just click download. And if it says something about insufficient disk space, but you've got enough disk space, click change location and just go to my computer, and you just go to C, program files, and you just select let me just expand this out a bit. You just select Origin Games, so go to program files, Origin Games, and you just click open. And you shouldn't, have an issue. It should be all fine now in terms of, disk space. Okay, so I'm just going to cancel that because I do already have this downloaded. I think it's just because I did try and, do the installation again that might mess things up. But, okay, so once you've got this downloaded, what you want to do now is if you go on to Steam, so what we can actually do now is close Origin. So if we close this down, just exit out of it. And in here, let's go to add a non-Steam game. Go to browse. And you just go to home deck. Oops, Origin has loaded back up. See if Jedi Fallen Order appears. No, I still click download button. It should work fine. So what I'm going to do is just close out of this. Okay, so go to home deck. I'm going to go to .local, share, and if you scroll down, go to Steam, Steam apps. You want to go to common, okay, sorry, my bad. I'll maximize it, does not really matter. That's fine. We'll go to compact data, PFX, drive C, program files x86, origin game, Jedi Fallen Order, as you can see it appears there. And in here you need to find the game.exe. If you can't find it, this is something you might have to Google, because depending on how the developer has set things up, the installation directory might be different. I know that if I go to like SW game, go to binaries, make sure you select all files, otherwise you will not find it. Win64, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.exe, there we go. Click open, click add selected program, and now we can go and find it. It is down where S is. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Again, you want to right click it. You want to go to properties, And okay, so you need to put something in the launch options, and this is just a little essential launch option that basically fixes an issue when updating Origin and games and you having to log in for each game individually. So to do this, and this is where that code that we got before comes in for, you know, your Origin folder, you know, that number. Okay, so what I've done, I recommend that you create a file on your desktop called steamcompat.txt, and I used the application called, there's an application on here, I think it's called KT Text, Kwrite. So use that to save you the .txt file. I'm going to open this file, and in here you should be able to see there's a bunch of text. And again, I will provide this command in the description, but it states Steam is uppercase for now, steam_compat_data_path equals lowercase double quotation mark /home/deck/.local/share/steam with a capital S/steam apps no caps /compat data / this is where that number where you found your Origin installation comes in. So for me, 395.122.9974 close quotation marks space question mark, not question mark, sorry, percent, is it percent? Yeah, percent sign, and command %sign. And okay, so you want to put this every time you install a new game, you want to put this as part of the launch option. Hence why I recommend that you save this. This doesn't change. It's the only thing part of it that changes is this code right here. And if I click copy, and if you go over here in the launch options, paste. Okay, so make sure you've got that pasted there. You don't want to close anything yet. You want to go to compatibility, click forced use of, select the one that you selected before that worked. So for me, it was Proton 7.0-2. And there was one other thing. What you want to do, this is optional, but I highly recommend it. Right now, it's called, you know, for me, it's called Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.exe. You want to name it, ideally, so Steam can, you know, get configurations for it, the way that Steam would have it if you had bought it from Steam. To find that out, pretty easy. If you go to your web browser, and if you literally go to the website SteamDB, so it's steamdb.info, and you just want to search for the game. So I'm just gonna search for it now, put in Fallen Order. Okay, so what we want to do is you just want to go to the top, actually, sorry, and let me scroll up. This store name right here, this is what you want. So you just want to copy that, and again, this is where keyboard, including any, you know, TM for trademarks or anything like that there is. This is where keyboard and mouse really helps. So if I right click it, oop, knocked my phone. Click copy, and now if I go to Steam, just replace the whole name including the exe with what we just copy and pasted. And let me make sure that I have done everything correctly, because I've just literally got a list of all the instructions required, because there's so many instructions. Yeah, we should be all good now, actually. So we should literally be able to just click X, and we can close this down. So again, make sure you have this saved, because it will really save you time later on. And yeah, so you can actually, what we'll do is we'll exit out of this mode and go to gaming mode, and I'll show you it running from just the regular gaming mode. Okay, so if we go to Steam library, you can go to all games and find it there or installed. I mean, honestly, it actually doesn't appear. It should appear in all games. If we go to non-Steam, appears there, and you can either open up Origin, and from there you can install more games. Make sure you go to the desktop and add, you know, the shortcut and do the command. I mean, do that little extra bit of adding that launch command. Plus, you can open up Origin from here and, you know, update games, etc. Plus, you can, you know, load up your games. So if I click Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, click play. So what I've noticed with some games, and including Fallen Order, you may get some sort of weird screen initially. So with this one, you get kind. So if it says connecting to Origin, that is fine. You get like an old style TV, you know, multi-colored image thing. I don't know why it happens, if I'm being honest. So you get this. I have found sometimes I get this. No, actually I get this with this game. Sometimes I don't get it depending on the game I play. But if this happens, just wait. And like after not too long, the game does launch up. So this is fine. If something like this appears, it might be something slightly different. Just wait and it should work. Always best to Google the game as well, see if anyone else is having similar issues and if it did work for them or not. But Jedi Fallen Order, as you can see, that's disappeared now and the game is about to launch. There we go. So you might be thinking, why isn't the frame rate going above 40 frames per second? That's just a personal cap that I put in earlier when I was doing some experimentation. So that's nothing to do with, you know, the fact that it's not a Steam game. Don't think that. And yeah, there we go. Obviously, if the game has controller support, you'll still have controller support even if it's not on Steam. And, you know, I can load a journey. I don't know if I had it downloaded the whole game yet, because earlier on I wasn't able to load my save. Yeah, but that's nothing to do with the fact that it's on Origin. So if I just go to this one, it's a new game that I started earlier. This should load fine. But yeah, that's it. So those are the instructions for installing Origin. Then you can install any game you want from Origin. I'll be doing separate videos on how to install Epic Games Launcher, how to install, well, the Rockstar Games Launcher, the Ubisoft Launcher, whatever they call it. But as you can see, we have it working and it looks beautiful on such a small screen. And I'm gonna pause it. So that's it. That's how you install Origin on your Steam Deck to install any of your Origin, you know, games, including games that you've got via the EA Play Pass as well. That's a great thing about it. If you have any questions, feel free to post in the comments, because there's a lot of instructions here. You know, it's easy to miss something out. Let me know and I will help you out. If you know, especially with something like this, it can get a bit complex. If you need a bit extra help, I'm happy to jump on like a Skype or Zoom call and just, you know, help you out personally. I'm more than happy to do that. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. There is a link in the description to a compatibility list I am compiling, which shows you all the games that I've tested and the recommended settings for hitting different frame rates. So feel free to check that out as well. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.